Hi, I'm Beth Perry. It's Friday, July 18th, 2008. In this week's Beaker Beat, a controversial ban on drug company gifting was pulled out of some state legislation this week, but it's still the end of free dinners and trinkets from drug reps. Find out who's behind that. More major drug makers are downsizing. At the same time, several companies are reporting they're performing well in this economy. And J&J is taking more baby steps toward taking over in the Web 2.0 playpen. I'll tell you their latest move that shows these steps are from one big baby. Those are some of the top stories in this week's Beaker Beats. You know the pens and the notepads you get from drug companies, the coffee mugs, the toys? Enjoy them while you have them, because soon they will be no more. You may even lose your free lunch. The marching orders are in, and there are strict requirements and certain bans on pharmaceutical marketing set by industry trade association PhRMA. Pharmaceutical Executive magazine is reporting the new code sets limits on providing free meals to healthcare professionals, but still allows them to provide light fare in doctors' offices during presentations. All your tchotchkes are out too. Now, some say the code enhances industry standards and supports a more professional relationship. But one marketing rep quoted in the article says the code is just a distraction and the industry may want to direct their focus somewhere more productive. Now, apparently there are others who feel the need to make some changes. Massachusetts House just approved a bill to rein in healthcare spending. And while they took out a ban on doctors accepting gifts from pharmaceutical companies, they put in verbiage to require drug companies to adopt a marketing code of conduct similar to the one trade association PhRMA just approved. Now, you might think it would take a little magic for a cardiac care patient to have their implanted defibrillators or pacemakers reprogrammed from home. Well, thanks to St. Jude Medical, there's Merlin. The FDA has approved the Merlin at-home wireless transmitter, which was created with IBM, and it allows doctors to remotely monitor patients who have implantable cardiac devices. All the patient has to do is stand near the device, and it sends the data through a phone line where doctors can view the results. Now people who have the medical devices can even travel outside the U.S. with less worry. All they need is a phone line, and they're wizard. Even in a down economy, businesses are still out buying. Macrogenetics has acquired Raven Biotechnologies, a San Francisco cancer stem cell company, and they did it in an all-stock transaction. In a pipeline-enhancing move, Viro Pharma has signed a definitive merger agreement with Lev Pharmaceuticals for nearly $443 million up front and the potential for up to $174 million more if the company meets certain targets. Jazz Pharmaceuticals is set to raise about $26 million in a private sale of stock and warrants. In an uncertain economy, we think that's an impressive raise of capital. Kudos to Bruce Kozad and his team at Jazz. Well, it's not news anyone wants to hear, but I came across several articles this week talking about downsizing sales forces in pretty dramatic numbers. Pharmaceutical Executive magazine noted more than 1,000 layoffs in the past 2 weeks and more on the horizon. Wyeth, J&J, Merck, Abbott, and Pfizer have all made the move in the past few months. Some interviewed blame the economy in general, while others say the revised pharma code that I told you about earlier in the webcast, they say that's to blame because companies are paring down their marketing costs. Now, we're not going to be all gloom and doom because there are good things that are going on in the financial forecast. Some in life sciences are performing beyond expectations. Even in this market, Abbott Labs' second quarter earnings jumped 34%. Genentech has the same sunny news with revenues up nearly 5%. And St. Jude announced positive results as well, which had the Minnesota Star labeling the medical device maker recession-proof. Then there's Johnson & Johnson. They beat Wall Street's expectations. J&J's performance is still coming from its device and consumer business, not in prescription drug sales, which do remain cloudy. We'll know more about the state of the industry when Boston Scientific reports its results on Tuesday and when Medtronic releases results on August 21st. And speaking of J&J, we told you last week about the launch of their YouTube channel. Well, they're taking another step into the Web 2.0 world. This time, it's a baby step. They've introduced their new online community, Baby Center. They're billing it as a social network where members can share and connect with each other and build on the experience and expert voice parents have depended on from Baby Center for more than a decade. The new Baby Center is now available in public beta. They're definitely on top of their game. We'll see if this latest step rattles the competition. Now that's going to do it for this week. We are off next Friday, but you can still get your daily dose of news while we're gone. We post fresh news stories gathered from the best life sciences outlets around the industry every day, so be sure to check in with us. Just go to the News of the Day link when you log on to Beaker, which will bring you to industry news. And don't forget Beaker's blog, which is updated with opinionated commentary on what's happening across the industry. The current post, how the life sciences industry could overcome U.S. dependence on foreign oil. I'll see you back here Friday, August 1st. I'm Beth Perry with Beaker Beat.